we present Total-Recon, a new deformable scene reconstruction method for embodied view synthesis. Given a long RGBD video containing deformable actors, Total-Recon renders the scene from novel camera trajectories derived from the in-scene motion of actors. These are egocentric cameras that simulate the point of view of the pet, and third-pet follow cameras that trail the target subject from behind. Our method achieves this by reconstructing a total 3D scene representation, which learns the appearance, geometry, and motion of every deformable object in the scene, as well as the background. The reconstructed object motion allows us to compute the 6 staff camera trajectories required for embodied view synthesis. Total-Recon also enables other forms of free view synthesis, such as that from the stereo view and the bird's eye view, as well as applications such as 3D video filters and object removal. So why should one be interested in embodied view synthesis? Well, for one, spatial cognition theory suggests that an agent's ability to visualize behavior from another agent's perspective is necessary for action learning and imitation. This is exactly the egocentric view synthesis problem. In fact, an egocentric view synthesis method could be used to collect large-scale egocentric video datasets, such as Ego4D, from readily available internet videos. These videos can then be used to train embodied agents. Embodied views also provide richer user experiences in games and virtual reality. This is nicely illustrated in this example, where the gameplay switches between the third-pet follow view and the egocentric view, depending on the situation. So what would it actually take to build a system for embodied view synthesis of scenes containing humans and pets? Such a system would have to reconstruct deformable actors, both human and non-human, reconstruct entire scenes as opposed to just the foreground, track global 6 staff trajectories of each actor's body parts and root bodies, and crucially process long videos that capture the scene from diverse viewpoints and hence aids reconstruction. While tremendous progress has been made in monocular dynamic reconstruction, the latest methods are largely restricted to reconstructing foreground objects in isolation, rigidly moving scenes, or quasi-static scenes captured from short videos, which only allow for novel view synthesis over small baselines. On the other hand, our method enables total scene reconstruction of deformable dynamic scenes from long videos, enabling better reconstruction and free viewpoint synthesis. So how does Total-Recon work? Given an RGBD video of a deformable scene, Total-Recon reconstructs a compositional nerve that learns the appearance, geometry, and motion of every object in the scene. The motion of each object is represented in the camera frame. To render a scene, each object field is first warped into the camera space with their respective motion models. Next, the warped object fields are combined into a composite field, which is then volume rendered into various 2D feature maps. The entire model is trained using a set of reconstruction losses defined on the rendered 2D outputs. Crucially, to scale reconstruction to long videos, Total-Recon further decomposes object motion into rigid body motion, which represents object translations and rotations, and non-rigid motion, which represents the deformation of body parts in object space. Our experiments show that explicitly factoring out the rigid body movement from object motion is crucial, as without it, our method fails to converge entirely. All in all, Total-Recon adopts a hierarchical motion model, which represents scene motion as a composition of individual object motions, each of which is further decomposed into rigid body and non-rigid motions. Our hierarchical motion model also conveniently exposes the motion primitives required to compute embodied camera trajectories. Egocentric camera trajectories are computed by attaching a virtual camera to the target actor's forehead and propagating it across all frames using the forward deformation field. Third-person camera trajectories are computed by applying a user-defined offset on the reconstructed root body trajectory. To learn more about Total-Recon, please visit our project website, where you can find our paper, code, and dataset. Thank you for listening.